influence the ants, brainwash the ants. You are the ants.
Yeah, you just saw that with your own two eyes. 2024 is officially the weirdest year possible. Just a little bit ago, Nikocado Avocado was out here looking like Jabba the Hutt, and now they had a glow up somehow. So just a few days ago, SunnyV2 posted a video saying that Nikocado Avocado's video was depressing, talking about how Nikocado wanted to go back to being his skinny self. And in that video, Sunny detailed that Nikocado would have one of the biggest comebacks in YouTube history if they just lost the weight. And somehow, that's exactly what happened right after that video went up. Nick would upload a video saying that he was 2 steps ahead of all of us, basically saying that he played us all and he's the biggest con man in all of YouTube history. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think he's still just playing a character. As to how he even lost this much weight, I have a couple of game theories. But first, I'm gonna need you to hit that sub button, you beautiful creature. But Nick would basically just say that he hasn't actually recorded a video in months and that he had pre-recorded videos and that he's actually been skinny the whole time and we just never knew. And the way he says it obviously comes off as a character. He's still just someone playing a role, and that's what this is gonna be. He's just gonna be another character playing a role in the future. He even brought back the bird. He's clearly going back to his vegan roots back when he started his channel, but I'm not buying it. So the first and my favorite theory that I have on this is he's actually his secret evil twin brother, Avocado the Nick. He probably trapped the real Nick using a McDonald's trap, and then he's taking his place basically as a skinny legend. My other theory is that he lost weight so he could play roles in movies. I mean, he's been playing this character for years and years by now, so he's probably taking his talent to Hollywood. He's gonna become the next version of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or like Jack Black or something. I can definitely see him being overcast in a movie to the point where no one wants to see the movie anymore. But I'm honestly not buying that he was able to lose all that weight in 7 months. Unless he was using Saitama's workout routine, there's just no possible way. I mean, clearly this guy had the Dragon Ball workout routine on lock. But in all honesty, to expect me to believe that he pre-recorded every single one of those videos is blasphemy, because that means he had to sit down for at least 30 days constantly recording McDonald's mukbangs. His heart would have to be forged by legitimate metal benders for him to not have a heart attack. We are talking day in and day out eating nothing but fast food to film all these stock videos. And we all know he doesn't eat normal amounts. He would have to be eating like 55 million times the average calorie deficit that a normal human is supposed to have. He must have a Deadpool level healing factor. His heart is probably a Weapon X experiment. The only thing strong enough to fight his heart is an army of Taylor Swift fans. But anyway, the reason I don't fully believe the weight loss is because Nikocado Avocado is rich. Nick makes a lot of money from his content, and I mean a lot of money. Realistically, I think he only had to lose enough weight in order to get surgery, then he could have started working out from there, so he definitely had ways of speeding up the process more than likely. But it doesn't really change anything, because at the end of the day, he is still a character. In order for Nick to be interesting at all to his audience, he still has to play a character and put on a show. And now that he's broken the internet again, I don't really know what he can do. He's probably just gonna have to continue mukbangs because that's his content. But the thing that really confused me about this entire transformation is I get people have been asking him to lose weight, but what does it really do? He's acting like he played everybody, but he still played himself. Just because he's skinny does not mean he's healthy. He's still eating these unhealthy amounts of food, and it's not like the food's gonna go anywhere. He's still gonna have health risk. That's something that's been a big topic on the internet recently, that a lot of people on Twitter think that they're doctors and that just because you're fat you're unhealthy, when that's far from the case. What you eat actually determines your health. You can be very big and still be very healthy. Nick is skinny right now, but I highly doubt that he's healthy. Becoming skinny does not all of a sudden make you healthy. Nikocado is a mukbang channel. That's how he pays his rent. That's how he gets all of his views. He has to eat large amounts of food for the camera. He was eating fast food and was at that weight for so many years of his life that I highly doubt anything has really changed. So just because he lost a bunch of weight doesn't mean the food went anywhere. And because he has to eat a lot of food, especially fast food, down the line in order to continue his job, I don't see him becoming healthier. So I'm really not sure what he thinks he achieved. He's still at the end of the day just playing a character eating food. He's just skinny while doing it now. Also, side note, when you look at Nikocado while he's skinny, he looks a lot like Andrew Tate. So maybe this might be his next form of the character where he goes off into this red pill. Maybe later down the line he'll start a podcast going on about how to break the matrix and what you can really do to earn millions of dollars in starting a cryptocurrency scam. But at the end of the day, I still believe this is a character, and I still don't believe that he's any healthier than he used to be. He's just skinny now. He's going to keep having to do something. In my eyes, Nick has not changed. He's just skinny, just a different weight. That's the only difference. And I get that Nick believes that he's the winner right here because he's been finessing people for years just by making them think that he's fat. But I've never honestly agreed with the standpoint that people watch him enabling him. And I don't believe this because personally, whenever I've looked at Nikocado's comments, they were all telling him that he should try to lose the weight. So I've always seen it as people trying to be concerned, trying to help him out. And that's not to say there are no enablers at all. There's definitely people in his comments who try to enable him, but at the end of the day, it's Nikocado's choice what he puts in his body and what he chooses to do for content. Do I believe that he made this entire character just to get people to talk about him? Yes, absolutely. That's what he wants. He wants the ad revenue, so people will check out his channel after hearing about him. It is extremely likely that this is all a calculated play, but at the end of the day, he only played himself. I mean, he was the one who ended up fat. And look, people can choose to eat and live their life however they want to live their life, but at the end of the day, he did this all for money. He may feel like he won now, but later down the line when there's health complications, he's going to realize that he actually lost. But I also want to bring up the possibility that he did pre-record some of these videos. Let's assume that Nick made some of these videos before he had the entire fat persona. He could very well still be overweight, but I'm pretty sure that some internet sleuths are going to figure that out by analyzing everything in his videos and how promotional every item was. Plus, I'm pretty sure if Nikocado turned skinny, he's still extremely recognizable in the public eye, so I'm pretty sure someone would have seen him go outside. Unless he was like living his entire life in the Fallout bunker, I just don't see a possibility where no one saw him in public. But if that truly is the case and he still is the same weight, he could just come up with a video right after saying, haha, bamboozled you all, I'm 3 steps ahead actually, just to get his name back up in talking points. At the end of the day, credit where credit is due, Nick knows what he is. He knows that he is basically free content for literally any channel that talks about him, so everyone's going to be flooding at the seams to talk about this situation and flooding to his video. And because of that, he basically becomes famous, which I really think is the goal for him. He just wants to be infinitely remembered in YouTube history. And if that is the goal, then yeah, congratulations, you got it, but at what cost? And I'd also have to assume that if he was on this weight loss journey, then certainly Orlin would have been too, so maybe Orlin would be skinny if this was the case. But maybe he's saving that for part 2 of his weight loss journey, but honestly, I have to admit that I was shocked because literally anything can happen in 2024. But comment down below what you thought about this because I honestly don't know what to think anymore. This is honestly the most out of left field thing I've ever witnessed. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe as it really makes me happy, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.